We're going to do a little product review on an item that I've used in the past, the dog goggles. Now, I bought them online. I bought them through Amazon. Can't fix everything, I know that. But I'm using these on a dog that is blind. I found him on the streets on New Year's Eve 2020. Moving into 2021, and as having go through the backyard, I realized I'm either gonna have to babysit him or make him independent, and independent is the way to go. So I bought the goggles, and this is the official review of this version. Well, let's just say the packaging is extreme. Heavy duty, 1/16 of an inch gauge cardboard. Now, I don't know about the UV protection because we all know that blind dogs don't need it. I don't have any mirrors that are knee level, so the style won't matter to him very much. So I do care about the comfortability. And most importantly is the protection. Now, he's a rescue, so he's never had goggles on his face. He still growls at me when I do little things for him. He's only 3 days in. But again, we're going to make this fly along with some style. So first and foremost is protection. A little bit of discomfort, I can live with that, but I know these are going to work well because I've had them in the past for dogs and they'll like this. I got the wraparound style instead of the traditional boxed in style. I wanted less to get caught on for him. So these always have their adjustable straps, a chin strap and a head strap. So I have this upside down for you at the moment, but the chin strap here, fully adjustable, and it's on a slide. So it may seem odd, but slide it over in place and you're good. And then the diameter of the head here adjusted. There are some slight breather holes just to eliminate a little bit of the condensation that typically would bother a dog. There are no breather holes on the top, so rainwater or general moisture won't bother the eyes of the top of the dog. You can see me in the reflection right there. Hello. And from there, we're set to go. It's not extreme design, but I have to be honest with you, it is very nicely lightweight. So we'll see how we do. So the first 3 attempts over the last few minutes to get this on for him didn't work out. He liked the smell of it, so I did give him some time to introduce it, but again, he is a stray. I don't want to put my hands in harm's way, so I'm going to give him his time to acclimate. I don't know when I'll be able to update this, but it will all be on one video. That way I can learn as I go, and hopefully over a timetable you'll learn as you go. All right, so we have a change of scenery. What I did was I put on some gloves and I swooped through, petting his chin with the chin strap on the bottom side of my hand. And as I continued to pet him, I then slid the goggles to his nose and then the earpiece over his ear as such. Now, the heavy collar is only a temporary. I just needed something better than a choke collar to move him around. I do not like collars at all, and you'll see with my other dog that he is never collared except when we are out. It poses a really, personal opinion, big danger to the dogs when they're out and about in the backyard, or maybe as they get lost in the front yard, for example. So I didn't even bother trying to get the goggles on straight for him, as you can see there. But I figured if he takes a 2 or 3 hour nap with the goggles on his face, he's going to wake up knowing that they're not bad. And as I pet him, I'll make sure that I focus on petting the goggles and using the goggles as a reward for him. He'll get used to having the goggles on when the leash goes on. I don't believe in treating him like a teenage Helen Keller. I believe in treating him like an adult Helen Keller who should be independent. So, as you can imagine, him being blind, I figured I would name him Bartholomew, and I'm his master, so Bartholomew Masterson. And as Wyatt Earp would know him better yet, as Bat. So why Bat? Blind as a bat. And now people won't notice. They'll just think that he's a funny little pup. So I've got a lot of work to do with him. He's prefers ground beef. I don't blame him. Over the kibble that I mixed in with the egg and everything else. So this is strictly going to be a short period for him to be in a very thin situation. He'll be very healthy. He'll be very well taken care of. He'll be very healthy and very well taken care of. So wherever we end up going, he'll be given lots of food. He'll be given lots of attention. He'll be given lots of love. And again, I don't need all 3 of those at some point. If he's in a safe outside area without twigs, he doesn't need the goggles. If he's in a safe outside area with no threats or no situation where I have to pick him up very, very quickly and use his blue collar as a handle, he doesn't need the collar. The spikes were there only because I got this at the dollar store. And that chain is an oversized chain which allows it to dangle about 8 inches right around his wrists. And that chain lets me then grab it without having to get close to his mouth. Again, he's a stray. He's a very good dog, but I don't know how much he was handled, and he seems to be doing really well. This is on a side note aside from the goggles. As you can see, the goggles don't bother him. So training is what matters. On every situation, it's always about the positive training. So even as this, I haven't said it yet, but I will. Good boy. It's a good boy. And you use their name and all those good things like Bat. See? So when I first got him, and again, this is on a side note, he was kept in a kennel for a long period of time. So he had that little curvature, but just in the last few days, that curvature in his lower back is straightening out. So he definitely is getting stronger. So today we're talking about his goggles. I recently bought him a harness that would be a full body harness that would actually let me carry him as a sling. I will do an unboxing of that. And the collar, again, it's oversized for a reason. It's thicker than it needs to be because I need it to actually be a handle. So it's not there for the dog himself. And I've got Gino, tiny Cane Corso, that will be this little guy's guardian if I'm not mistaken by the breed. Gino was a rescue from the Carson shelter, and I'll get some more information on that as well. But as you can see, the most important thing is that Bat does not seem bothered by the use of the goggles. And again, I ordered goggles. What came said dog goggles. I don't know if they're the same in terms of the boxing. The last pair I had was years ago. So whoever's getting credit, I want the right person to get credit. Whoever doesn't get mad, thank you. But it looks from here like an unknown age of a dog. It looks from here like an unknown past. But we're all here for the future. So myself and Bat and Gino in the background, we thank you. Enjoy a beautiful, beautiful day.